Deciding whether to buy or rent a home can be a challenging decision. Each option has its pros and cons, and it's essential to weigh them carefully before making a decision. Hello viewers, and welcome to our video on buying versus renting. Which is the best option for you? Deciding whether to buy or rent a home is a significant decision that requires careful consideration. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. So, let's dive into the video. What is buying? Buying, also known as home ownership, is the process of purchasing a home or property with the intention of living in it for the long term. When you buy a home, you become the legal owner of the property, and you have the right to make changes and improvements to the home as you see fit. You also have the opportunity to build equity in the property over time, which can provide you with financial benefits in the long run. Buying a home typically involves taking out a mortgage loan, which is paid back over a period of several years or decades, depending on the terms of the loan. Advantages of buying. Build equity. One of the biggest advantages of buying a home is the opportunity to build equity. Equity is the difference between the value of your home and the amount you owe on your mortgage. Investment opportunity. Buying a home can also be a good investment opportunity. Real estate tends to appreciate over time, meaning that the value of your home is likely to increase over time as well. This can provide you with a significant return on your investment if you choose to sell your home in the future. Freedom to customize. When you own your home, you have the freedom to customize it however you'd like. You can make renovations, paint the walls any color you want, and make other changes to suit your personal taste. Potential tax benefits. There are also potential tax benefits to owning a home. Homeowners can deduct their mortgage interest and property taxes from their federal income taxes, which can result in significant saving. High upfront costs. One of the biggest disadvantages of buying a home is the high upfront costs. These costs can include a down payment, closing costs, and other fees. Depending on the cost of the home, these upfront costs can be a significant financial burden. Responsibility for repairs. When you own a home, you are responsible for all repairs and maintenance. This can be expensive and time-consuming, especially if you encounter major issues like a leaky roof or a broken furnace. Risk of decreased value. While real estate tends to appreciate over time, there is always the risk that your home's value could decrease due to factors like economic downturns or changes in the housing market. If you need to sell your home during a downturn, you could end up losing money on your investment. Limited flexibility. Owning a home can also limit your flexibility. If you need to move for a job or personal reasons, you'll need to sell your home first. This can be a long and complicated process, and there's no guarantee that you'll be able to sell your home for the price you want. What is renting? Renting is the process of leasing a home or property from a landlord or property owner for a specified period of time, usually on a monthly basis. When you rent a home, you do not own the property, but you have the right to use it for the duration of your lease. Renting can be a good option for people who need a place to live but aren't ready to commit to the financial and long-term responsibilities of home ownership. Renting typically involves paying a monthly rental fee, which may include utilities, maintenance, and other costs associated with living in the property. When the lease period ends, you have the option to renew the lease, move out, or negotiate a new rental agreement with the landlord. Advantages of renting. No responsibility for repairs. When you rent a home or apartment, you are not responsible for most repairs and maintenance. This can be a big advantage, especially if you're not handy or don't have the time or money to handle repairs on your own. More flexibility. Renting also offers more flexibility than owning a home. If you need to move for a job or personal reasons, you can simply give notice to your landlord and move out. This can be a lot less stressful than trying to sell a home or deal with the complications of a mortgage. No risk of decreased value. Another advantage of renting is that you don't have to worry about the value of your home decreasing. While you may not be building equity, you also don't have to worry about losing money on your investment if the housing market takes a downturn. Disadvantages of renting. No equity building. One of the main disadvantages of renting is that you don't have the opportunity to build equity in your home. This means that you won't be able to use your home as an investment, and you won't have the same financial benefits that come with owning a home. No investment opportunity. Similarly, renting also doesn't provide the same investment opportunities as owning a home. While you may save money on upfront costs, you won't have the potential to make money on your investment in the same way that you would with a home. Limited freedom to customize. When you rent a home, you also have limited freedom to customize it to your liking. Most landlords have restrictions on what you can do to the home, and you may not be able to make major changes or renovations without permission. Rent increases. Another disadvantage of renting is that your rent can increase over time. Renting also doesn't come with the same tax benefits as owning a home. While homeowners can deduct mortgage interest and property taxes on their taxes, renters do not have the same deductions available to them. No long-term stability. Renting also doesn't provide the same long-term stability as owning a home. While you may be able to renew your lease for several years, you ultimately don't have control over whether or not you can continue living in the home over the long run. No ownership. Finally, one of the main disadvantages of renting is that you don't own the home. This means that you don't have the same sense of pride and ownership that comes with owning a home, and you may feel less invested in the home and community as a result. Thank you for watching this video on buying versus renting a property. We hope that you found it informative and helpful in making an informed decision. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on personal finance and real estate. Thank you again, and we'll see you in the next video.